to win. Let's keep it going. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Yo, MP, let's go.
Hottest team in the land coming through.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports. As we get here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Green in at the 3 slot.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Here's Clutch in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. They set the pick. Shot by Grimes. No good. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Miller outside. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Here's Clutch. He's covered by Ball. Embiid the screen. Grimes with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ball finds Williams. For the 3. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Bridges.
3 points.
Ball's got 5.
There's Ball with the answer. I love the fire this guy plays with.
Clutch the pass to Yabusele. Another three for Philadelphia.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Back to Ball. Shoots the three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in the last time out against Orlando was tremendous. He scored 23 points, and that was a season high for him in scoring. It was a night to remember. It was a memorable moment for him, and I'm sure he thinks he can repeat that effort more consistently from here on out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Wow, and George absolutely fools him with the pump fake there, able to get him off his feet and draw the contact.
Paul George taking.
And he makes the first.
Wow, even in real life, especially in real life.
Substitution on the court.
You got this, MP.
You on my team.
Kelly Oubre out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Clutch. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Offensive rebound. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Clutch. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clutch has got 6 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now, here's Ball. Not a lot of room. Lets the 3 fly. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Maxey. The 3-pointer, no good. Hornets trail by 9. Outside, Ball. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
So much drive in this game. All wants to beat you and make you feel it.
Come on, Drummond.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Paul George is checked in for Philadelphia. Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. Miller comes in for Smith. Here's Clutch, defended by Man. Clutch, good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Man with it. He has yet to score. Ball from long range. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Miller dishes the ball. On the wing, Williams. Now, Man, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The 76ers leading by 8. Down low. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Bridges, he's checked in for Grant Williams. And Josh Green subbed in for Trey Mann. Williams finds Bridges. Now Ball. Just 5 on the clock. And Ball slams it in.
A magician put the ball in his hands. LaMelo making it look easy.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Hornets making a change here. Man's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Back to man. Bridges outside. Charlotte moving the ball around. And the layup is good. Bridges has got his second bucket.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Here's Clutch. Rebound by Williams.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's man. Pass to Williams. Back to man. And Embiid with the block.
Every year he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
Here's Clutch, defended by man. Hornets trail by 5. Bridges finds man. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Both free throws good from man.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
George passes to Clutch. Back to George. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. George has got 7.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all...
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
Taking a look here.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game, great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Philadelphia on D. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. There's Ball with the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Clutch. Back to George. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Drills it from outside. George has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Philadelphia. Ball, the pass to Williams. Outside, Green. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Excellent D there from George. Grimes with the bucket. And now an 11-point 76ers lead.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
A shot off that time.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Clutch, good.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Ball kicks to Williams. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Bridges. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Clutch. He's got 10.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Green. Right side, George. Green with the rebound. Hornets trail by 6. Bridges shot, good. Bridges has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Count that one. And that's 12 points for Clutch.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Clutch the pass to Embiid. Fires top of the key. And yes, it's good. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Williams dishes to Miller. Launches a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Go. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 7. We've got Oubre. Clutch out there with Maxey. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's George in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Hornets trail by 5. Man with it. Pass the ball. Fires from deep. Connects from 3-point range.
So often, LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
Here's Clutch. Rebound by Nurkic. The Hornets shooting well, 50% from the floor. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And Ball slams it in.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Here's Clutch. It's George on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It goes on Nick Smith.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Paul George.
The first free throw is good.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And the 76ers making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Charlotte.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Maxey. The Hornets also changing it up. Mark Williams is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Bridges comes in for Williams. And Josh Green subbed in for Trey Mann. Clutch, good. 14 points for Clutch.
Beautiful touch around the rim. Soft lay-in with the underhand finger roll.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Here's Clutch. Count it. And the 76ers lead by 4.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Defense tries to shut Ball down, but he takes the contact and gets the shot in the air.
LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And George gets to Yabusele. Here's Embiid. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Bridges. 2 points. That one goes.
There's a fearlessness that Bridges brings to this team. He just welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Clutch the pass to George. Shoots it up. Nails the wide open jump shot. George has got 4 points this quarter.
ICE. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Ball dishes to Williams. Out to Bridges. Deep 2 from Ball. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Right wing. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Shot by Grimes. No good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Green. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Clutch. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Ball from long range. He doesn't hit that one. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Clutch. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's Ball with the three, and it's Grimes with the rebound. Here's Philadelphia. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Clutch. That misses off the backboard.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
George looking around. So the 76ers win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David.
Game, another win, back to work tomorrow.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But
not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too. But like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
Look, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but I don't understand what the problem is. We're winning games.
Okay,
Isn't that what's most important?
We're winning games now, in the regular season. But we're going to need him down the line, not just in the playoffs, but in the years to come. And if he feels like his talents are being wasted, he's going to want out. We could lose him.
And it's throwing off chemistry in the locker room.
I get that. But what's more important to him? Winning games or usage rate?
It's not that simple, MP. Everyone's got an ego, right? And quite frankly, he earned his.
He has done a lot for this organization, and we are just trying to do right by him. How would you feel if the tables were turned?
Look, I'll do what I can, but at the end of the day, he's his own man and he can make his own decisions.
We understand that. But we have some reasonable requests that we think you're going to be okay with.
All right, look, I'll give him my best shot, but he has to hold up his end of the bargain. I can't put the ball in the basket for him, too.
All we ask is that you try. It's in the best interest of the organization, MP.
We need you to be a team player.
Yeah, MP.
Jake, what's up, man?
What's up, MP? Man, pleasure to meet you.
Man, same here. When my manager told me that you wanted to connect, I was all about it.
Oh.
Did he give you a tour?
No, but he looked like he was pretty busy.
Oh, man, that wasn't very neighborly of him.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
I see
you
what
saw
you did.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, so you want a tour now, though?
You know, a tour would be cool, but I was thinking maybe we could hoop.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that you were pretty good. Okay.
Listen, I'm not joining the league anytime soon, but I can hold my own and pick up.
Okay, Jake, I see you, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get one in? Look, I was thinking we could run twos, and if I play with one of your NBA buddies, I might stand a chance.
For you, Jake, anything, man. Let's do it.
Hey, you really are a good neighbor.
Let's see if you still feel the same way when we're done. I know you're an old pro at the insurance game, but this is my specialty, man. I'm not taking it easy on you,
Hey,
right?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Not one of my better games.
Oh, hey, we all have our off days. Hey, man, don't sweat it. If you want to hoop again, just say the word. I'm always looking to get a game in.
Got you.
Always.
All right, you got me that game. Let's run it back, though.
Okay, let's get to it.
not one of my better games.
Oh, hey, we all have our off days. Hey, man, don't.
Yo, MP, how did the meeting go today?
Yo, it was okay. They said that they want me to try to keep the peace.
Keep the peace?
Yeah.
Like how?
They said that they need everyone to win championships, so I should try to create more open looks.
Open looks? For the guy who can't adjust to his new role on the team and who's running around blaming everybody but himself.
Yeah, I guess they worried about losing him in the offseason, man.
No, losing him. They should be worried about losing you, man.
Why? I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but you can't let them know that. Come on, you think they need him to win championships?
Honestly, I don't know. Defenses, they get tough in the playoffs, man, but I know that I can deliver in the crunch time.
Exactly. Okay, that's why you need to focus on you, okay? Whether he comes along or not, that's up to him.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, P, but I'm trying to bring championships to this city.
Duh, that's why they got you, man. They don't need him.
Even MJ needed Scotty, P. I'm trying to win here, nowhere else, all right?
Look, is this guy Scotty? Because I don't see him on any GOAT lists. Look, your job is to be a star, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So just go be a star. All right, their job is to build a good team. All right, don't let them put that on you, okay?
Look, I hear what you're saying, P, but it's not that simple, man.
Look, man, I'm just here to give you advice, okay? Look, what you do with that is up to you. All right, but I know you. All right, and I know your dream is to create a dynasty bigger than MJ's. All right, in order for you to do that, you need to become the face of this franchise. Don't let anyone get in your way, no matter what they've done for this team in the past.
Maybe, man.
Okay, look, I get that. All right, and I got your back. I'm just telling you how I see it. And for your sake, I hope you see it too.
MP, how you feeling?
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
We hope you can join us for past Powerhouse Dance Team Talk tonight. The first 15,000 fans go posters of the best dance team in the NBA. Be sure not to miss out on any upcoming draft days. We have both single and package tickets available. Stop by your nearest ticket booth or visit our website to secure yours.
Well, folks, be sure to come on out for our pennant flag giveaway. Every fan will receive a Cavaliers pennant flag.
Don't miss out on any Cavaliers home games this season and visit us online or at the ticket booth for any availability on future games. And fans, be sure to attend the next home game. The first 15,000 fans will get a Cavaliers backpack. A fantastic way to show off your past pride.
A reminder, fans, we hope you come with
Oh, say does.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on, well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud, the players are fired up, This will be fun.
A look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Paul George, and it's Embiid in at the center position. Good.
Okay, Evan Mobley is big, folks, but you can see the touch on that mid-range jumper. That's pure.
Here's Clutch. Unloads from 13. Screen by Embiid. Clock at 6. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Outside Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
Now here's Mitchell. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. Here's Garland. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Yabusele. No good with the triple. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And so here is Philadelphia after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. And that one drops for him.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Mitchell. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Pass to Clutch. Here's Yabusele. Here's Clutch. The rebound by Allen. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Shooting for Philadelphia, number 11.
First one falls for him. And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Strus comes in for Hunter. Yep, that one goes.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Maxey. Yep, count it.
Maxey. Assist goes to Bono.
The Cavs have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Outside Garland. 1:02 left to play in the first. Rebound by Philadelphia. Maxey surveys. An easy 2 on the layup. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Outside Mitchell. Fires from deep. On target from range. Mitchell's got 5 points. The Sixers trailing. Here's Clutch. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Bona. Oh, it's stolen. On the wing, Strus. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Different look for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in for Thompson, and Garland is subbed in for Okoro. Here's Clutch. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. George outside. Embiid is screen on Strus. George for three. Drops in the three. George has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Cavaliers trail by 4. Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, George out there with Edwards. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey, and it's Clutch in at the point. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Clutch in their last time out against the Hornets was outstanding. He contributed 20 points, and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. He showed just how reliable he can be when his role on the floor is expanded. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Garland. We saw him with 19 his last time out. And here's Hunter for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
This guy is always looking to set up his teammates. Darius Garland has his head on a swivel.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Garland. And it's good for 2. Clutch has got 6.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pass to Jerome. And here's Strus outside. Edwards pulls it in. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 4-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, I love the way Paul George fights for position on the interior.
Left side Garland. Got it. Good job in the low post. 10 points for him.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
It's George on the wing. There's the triple. Jerome grabs the miss. Cleveland has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Strus. Rebound by Philadelphia.
He remains scoreless on the quarter, unable to help them narrow the gap.
Pass to Clutch. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Embiid with it. Left side Maxey. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5. Here's Jerome. It's his first trip to the line.
His first third team foul.
And the first one at the... And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
27.
You look at Cleveland, right about where we left them at last check. They're solidly in that playoff picture.
And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters. Thanks for...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Garland, no good.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Garland, and Clutch gets it to go. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Here's Yabusele. Shot clock at 6. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Embiid can't hit.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Outside Hunter. Mobley passes to Hunter. And here's Garland. He's got 10. Mitchell with room to shoot. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Here's Garland, following the score by Philadelphia. And Embiid with the block.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block. Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, "You're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end." Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in at the 4 spot. Here's Grimes. Fires it. He's rebounded by Okoro.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Garland. And he hits it to tie the game. Garland's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
Here's the pick. Pass to Clutch to the right side. Here's Grimes. Here's Embiid. Strong finish by Embiid.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Tyson. Mobley comes in for Okoro. And Mitchell subbed in for Jerome. Here's Allen. Pass to Hunter. Mobley with it. Hunter on the wing. George defending. Garland for three. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 4 rebounds now.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
And Clutch gets it to go.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Left side, Hunter. Allen outside. Pass to Garland.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Mobley. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Clutch. And there's 1:45 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Yabusele, covered by Mobley. Here's Grimes. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Garland. Cleveland again missing. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Grimes. Kicks it to George. Screen by Embiid. Right wing. Here's Clutch. The rebound by Garland. Yabusele. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Yeah, the passing has only gotten better from Embiid. It adds a huge element to his game. Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And here's Hunter from the arc. No good on the shot.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Yabusele. Over Mitchell. And he sinks the 11-footer. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
To the paint. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
For the 76ers, number 11, shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
Merrill, that's good.
Boy, pretty pass from Max Strus. You think of him as a shooter, but don't sleep on the passing game.
Here's Clutch. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second team foul. At the line.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that'll push the lead to double digits.
Would have been nice to drain them all, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win.
You earned that one. Wins pay the bills, baby. You ready to give these fans what they paid for?
What's up, MP?
Let's keep this winning streak going.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you have an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word 76ers along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately.
MP, what's up? Chilling, man, chilling. Yo, you want to do a jersey swap after the game? I don't know, man. I don't do that too much. Oh, come on, man. It'll be fun. I know. You want to hang my jersey up in your trophy room? You know what? If you win, I'll think about it. You're competitive. I like that. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. And the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, Paul George is out there with Yabusele. And it's Clutch. And there's Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point. They stand by this point of the season. What can a coach reasonably expect from his players?
Well, first of all, Kevin, I don't know any coaches who are reasonable. But as far as what to expect...
I always thought you were reasonable, by the way.
Well, thank you very much. So did I, but my players didn't. So, you know, but we can expect players to execute the system that you have in place. They are professional athletes. And if they don't understand what they're doing or can't execute it, you can't play them.
Here's Fox. Paul George making his last shot. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Good defense by Wembanyama. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Now, here's Maxey. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. The 3, drills it from outside.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Victor Wembanyama.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Here's Wembanyama. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Pass to Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Trailblazers. Here's Clutch, covered by Vassell. Clutch can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in the last time out against the Cavaliers was all business. He ended up with 15 points, and he got lots of great looks. He's shooting it at a high clip. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. We'll see what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here.
Come on, MP.
San Antonio leading. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Hardaway is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the 3.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Hardaway passes to Champagnie. Here's Fox. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Here's Clutch. He has yet to score. Grimes passes to Clutch. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Yabusele. No good. That would have tied it. Spurs leading by 3. A pass to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Champagnie passes to Bassett. Now, here's Fox. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Fox has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
And at the arc, Fox has only gotten bolder. He takes threes without even thinking about it.
Clutch the pass to Yabusele. Here's Clutch, guarded by Fox. Here's Clutch, and it's denied by Fox. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
The 76ers making a switch here. George is checked in. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. Castle comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Clutch. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Good on the shot. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
Here's George. Out to the right wing, takes the three. A rebound by the Spurs. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. Can't get that break. Can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. DA, thanks. Here's Grimes. No scoring in this one.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Castle, guarded by Embiid, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. 1:36 left to play here in the half. Clutch the pass to Yabusele. Here's Clutch. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
From the corner, San Antonio again missing. The 76ers trailed by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's George on the wing, defended by Soham. Count the basket. George has got his second basket.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Fox, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Spurs leading by 6. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And it's George finishing it off.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
Fox from outside. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is right on target. Fox has got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Clutch. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And we finished one half of basketball. It's San Antonio. They're up by 7. Live.
Fellas, you got to love. And circling back to the first half, things have...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
We've got Clutch. George is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number 1, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players, so you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And Philadelphia has possession. After the basket by San Antonio. Clutch the pass to Maxey. Knocks down the 3-ball. Maxey's got 6.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Wembanyama outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration.
Substitution on the court.
Clutch the pass to Grimes. .35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. On the wing, George. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. He's got 11.
And you love the way that PG can get you a bucket on and off the ball. That versatility speaks volumes.
Now here is Hardaway. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Pass to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Embiid. The shot, no good. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with great
activity. We've had some great.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got De'Aaron Fox. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4-man position. Left side, George. Over Hardaway. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from George.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
Pass to Bassie. To the middle. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The 76ers shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Out to the wing. Here's Yabusele. Good on the triple. Yabusele's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Yep, that one goes. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Yabusele. The 3-pointer, no good. The Spurs shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Bassie. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range.
Hardaway Jr.
And now it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
Hardaway Jr. carving out some space for himself with that play call.
Here's Clutch. Pass to Grimes. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Bassie, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Down low. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it.
We need some energy out.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Castle. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's his first.
And guys, point of emphasis.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win.
Couldn't back up on that talk, could you? Yeah, you got me this time, Vic, but you know I'm never stopping. Huh. You better keep working, then. All right.
Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Some nights, the shots don't fall. These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet. Every game is a new day, MP.
Greetings and Merry Christmas to everyone joining us here at 2K Sports. Well, Grant, there's a lot to love about Christmas Day, not the least of which are the great NBA matchups we always get.
Oh, B.A., we've seen some Christmas classics over the years, haven't we? Something about playing on this holiday brings out the best in players and teams.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got Maxey, George out there with Joel Embiid, and a Giabaselli in a power forward. Now here's Maxey. And he buries his first look.
Not just a perimeter threat now. Maxey very adept at converting in close, too.
Brown with it. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Pass to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Here's Pritchard. Offline with a 3. Maxey surveys. Here's Clutch. Good work defensively by White.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim. Man, oh man, what a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Here's Clutch. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's Brown. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
Puts it up from 12. Clutch's shot is off. The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Back to Pritchard. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Comes up empty down low. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can. So they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
And Allie, thanks. White finds Porzingis. Back to White. Here's Pritchard. White with a screen on Maxey. Outside Tatum for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
Clutch's shot is off.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So Boston going... '76ers trail by 10. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward. Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Torrey Craig out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Al Horford. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Hauser in a 2-guard. That's the Boston 5. The 76ers shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Here's Clutch. He's covered by Holiday. George for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Here's Holiday, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
George against Craig. Here's Grimes. Really had his troubles in that loss to San Antonio. Just couldn't find his rhythm. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They held a 12-point lead earlier. The rebound by Embiid. 76ers trailed by 7. Here's Clutch. Tatum with some nice D.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Over to the wing. Pass to Horford. Shoots. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
You know, Horford combines skill and power with experience and smarts. And that makes him hard to shut down in the paint.
Now here's Maxey. 15 in his last outing. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Up top, Horford. Outside, Holiday. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Horford's got 3 assists tonight.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Craig. White, he's checked in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Now here's George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Yabusele booked that.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Boston leading by 8. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Tatum. 26 points for him last game against Orlando.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Here's Clutch. It's George on the wing. Embiid, a screen on Brown. Pass to Clutch. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
With his first shot attempt, Porzingis misses. 76ers trail by 8. Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact.
So it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back.
32.
Fellas, I was just wondering, and looking now at that first half,
And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
All right, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. They're trying a variety of treatments, including massage, to reduce some pretty painful back spasms. It's tough losing a player like this near the halfway point of the season. They'll just have to find a way to replace his production until he comes back. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. They've got Joel Embiid. Maxey out there with George. And it's Clutch in at the 2. So he gets them both. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, yeah. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play, trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Here's Clutch. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for the 76ers, number 11. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. Boston leading by 7. Outside, Brown. Porzingis sets a screen. Brown passes to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. They set the pick from deep. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Look at Brown, getting it done inside.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Clutch. Back to Embiid. George for 3. Tatum pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
Maxey passes to Clutch. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to George. Shoots over Brown. George, good. George has got 9 points.
Yeah, nice vision that time displayed by George off the screen and roll.
Here's Tatum. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Embiid. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Clutch. Now Maxey. The three. Keita pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Keita in at the center position. That's the Boston Five. Tatum, good.
Well, Tatum can find a shot he wants just about anywhere. He's got that kind of versatility.
Here's Yabusele. George outside, shoots over Tatum, takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Pass to Hauser, launches a three, knocks down the triple.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
76ers trailed by 10. Outside Maxey. Here's Clutch. Hey, expanding his range. And he can't get that one.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Tatum against George. The three. And no good.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And he makes it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, in this fourth quarter, he's been locked in and has made some big shots for his team.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Porzingis has checked in for Keita. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. White, he's checked in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Despite the lead, coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Thanks for that, Allie. White for three. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Well, he might not be a pure shooter, but he's a very steady one. I like that they're getting White something in rhythm here.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Clutch. White with the steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Oh, Brown's gonna go get it. And the jam by Brown.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside White. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. The rebound by Embiid.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these. Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Celtics.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early. You're going to be seeing them that often.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jaylen Brown.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season.
Yeah, MP.
Good game, MP.